Hi, my name is Albert. I want to welcome you to Mainland Cycle Center's new vehicle department. Today we're going to take a look at a 2013 Kawasaki Mule 4010 Trans. This is a diesel. But this one has some options on it. We've installed a lift kit, wheels and tires, top, windshield, and a stereo in it. Really dresses these mules up nice. They really look good. These are a very appropriate wheel and tire size to run on these. We've not had any problems with running the 26-inch tires on them. They just do really well. So we built quite a few of them like this. This is one of the first diesels that we've built for sale, meaning for our showroom floor in this configuration. But anyway, I thought it'd be cool to do. The diesel is really a great motor. It's a 950cc 3-cylinder diesel with fuel injection. It has more horsepower than the standard 620cc gasoline motor, and so a lot of folks really like the diesel. But so anyway, we wanted to build one, and we did. This has got, again, a lift kit with wheels and tires. These are the new, I believe these are the SS316 wheels, so a new wheel from ITP. And then these are the ITP Blackwater Evolution tires. It's a 26-inch radial tire, and I really like them. They have a smooth ride, and they're more aggressive than the Baja Cross tires we have been running. And then these tires are made for UTVs. Meaning it's not an ATV tire, it's a utility vehicle tire, side-by-side tire, so it's made for that extra weight. So we've got 26 9/12s in the front and 26 11 12s in the rear. So 12-inch rim, 26 inches tall, 11 inches wide in the back. 12-inch wheel, 11 inches wide. I don't know what I said, but 26 inches tall, 11 inches wide on a 12-inch rim, and then 26 inches tall, 9 inches wide on a 12-inch rim in the front. This is a 2013, new for 2013. Kawasaki has a new front bumper, so instead of having that kind of plastic front bumper, it had some steel behind it, so it wasn't pure puny, but this is a much more aggressive, better look with this steel bumper brush guard on it. These, of course, are liquid cooled. I think you can see the radiator behind there. Part of the lift kit, we put a spacer on the front struts, and we changed the front strut springs. And then in the back, we changed the shackle, and I think we put a spacer underneath the rear spring on the back. Yeah. A 2-inch receiver on the back. It used to be an 1.25-inch receiver on the mules. Now it's a 2-inch receiver on the back. That's new for 2013. Also new for 2013 is the new steering wheel. So this is a sportier looking steering wheel. You know, we kind of had the big steering wheel that we've had for years. When these mules were not power steering models, you needed maybe that bigger steering wheel with a little more leverage. Now if they are, you don't need that bigger steering wheel. It's still very nice, but really has a much better feel with the new steering wheel. Also, I've got a fuel gauge in the dash now. Before you had to flip up the seat and there was a float type gauge in the top of the gas tank, and so now you got this fuel gauge. I'm sorry, the sun is killing us this time of day where we're parked, but you can kind of see that LED flashing, and then there's your hour meter, but there's your fuel gauge there. This one does not have a lot of fuel in it at this moment. We just took it out of the crate. 12-volt power outlet there. Of course, you still got the glove boxes on each side, your drink holders here and here, with your glove box on that side. That's the remote and manual for the stereo that we installed in this model. So this one has a stereo console with two 6.5-inch speakers and a dome light. It installed a Pioneer stereo. There's a wireless remote control for that. It has a USB input there. There is auxiliary input also there. And it has to have a CD player and AM, FM, pretty standard stuff. One of the things that we do differently on these is we install this little toggle switch that turns the radio on and off. If it helps, we find that if you've got this cover closed and the radio on and the volume turned down, some of our customers were leaving it on, but having this little LED there is a bit of a reminder that the radio's on. So try to eliminate those dead batteries from leaving the radio on. The diesel models also come with the speedometer and odometer standard. You've got some warning lights here, oil pressure, temperature, parking brake warning light, glow plug light, because this is a diesel, and a power steering fault light there. Got high, low, and reverse. You just move your shifter through the gate there. Selectable 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. There's your 2-wheel drive, and well, that's 4-wheel drive, and that's 2-wheel drive. But and then these have a locking and unlocking rear differential. So with this knob, you can lock and unlock the rear differential. Just a gas pedal, brake pedal, diamond plate floor. And these are very rugged machines and do very, very well. We've got a parking brake here. You do have seat belts, both sides. Now we call these trans because they'll transform from having dual bench seats and a short bed to having a single bench seat with a long bed. There's a little pull right here in the hinge, so you pull that, and see if I can do this as gracefully as possible. Pull that, folds that seat down. It's got little latches here on each side, and I've got them unlatched, but those latch the seat down. With them unlatched, then this seat will fold forward, and then these little bed wings here pull out. You pick up this rail. It's got some little latches. You undo the latches, pick it up, move it forward, and now it stabs into these holes here, and that'll give you a long bed, full length of the bed, with a single bench seat. And then once you've got this seat folded forward, you can tilt this bed there to dump the bed or to get to the motor. Now you don't have to tilt the bed to check the engine oil. It's got a dipstick here that you can check for underneath that seat, but there's a look at that 950cc 3-cylinder diesel. One of the things that a lot of folks like about these is they have a real alternator, meaning a separate alternator as opposed to a stator. So a little more output on the diesels, and again also more horsepower, but they really do well. We'll crank this one up. We don't know if we've ever cranked a diesel before, but turn it on. We'll wait for our glow plug light to go out. There you go, and then we'll give her a little crank. So these are a little bit louder than the gasoline models. They do add some dampening material on the bottom of this bed to help reduce some of that sound. There's a little bit of trade-off with the extra power and the alternator output on the diesel. It is a little louder, but it's not, I don't think it's obnoxiously loud by any means. One of the things that Kawasaki does on these is you have a snorkel air intake. So right here and over there on that side, air gets drawn in. There's a filter here. This filter is for the torque converter. Kawasaki circulates the air that we circulate. We circulate air around the torque converter to keep it cool, and we filter the air we circulate, and then we snorkel it up high to get cleaner air. And then on the other side there's an air filter for the motor, and again it's intaked up high also. But yeah, really a good deal. It really helps keep those air filters clean, especially in dusty conditions. Okay, so now just that easy, you're back to 2-seat mode. This Mule, we've also installed a steel surround and safety glass windshield. So this is real safety glass as opposed to plexiglass or Lexan or something like that. But what we like about these is they stay clean, they don't scratch easily, and they're actually more cost effective than some of the flip up plexiglass windshields. There are some cheap ones out there, but they're much cheaper than the Kawasaki accessory one. The Kawasaki accessory one is very good quality, and if that's what you want, it's a very good quality windshield, but we actually like these quite a bit. And then it has this flap in the front. It's propped open now. You can close this during the winter time or when you want less air. You open it all the way, and it allows the hood to open. There's storage in this hood. And then we've got the steel top that matches it, and of course it shows you the radio console that's mounted to that. But that's a pretty good look at this 2013 Mule 4010 Trans Diesel with some accessories on it. If you're interested in one of these, you want to drive one, come on by our store. We almost always have one of these built, not necessarily a diesel, but either a gas or a diesel, in mostly this configuration on our sales floor. We sell quite a few of these. They do very well for us, and we can put more stuff on them, we can put less stuff on them. You want one, but you want it without a windshield, or you want it with different wheels or different tires or a different windshield top. or no stereo or more stereo, just let us know what you want, and we'd be happy to quote it for you and build it for you, okay? Excuse me. So that's a look at the 2013 Mule 4010 Trans that's been built by Mainland Cycle Center. As I said, we are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. Give us a call, shoot us an email, come by and see us, and thanks for watching our video.